Good afternoon, Efren, and thank you for attending this exhibition. This is called Canadian Vision, and it's a curated show by the gallery in which we've put together the work of several major Canadian and also emerging Canadian artists, and just looking at the different ways that those artists view the country, their vision of Canada. And of course, we're standing to begin with in front of this absolutely fabulous Emily Carr. The work is called Sunshine. It's a work that we've had for several years and have decided to bring out of the vaults at Winchester Galleries. And it's one of the works on paper that have been transferred from board to canvas. So this work has undergone a very extensive conservation process that of course contributes now to its longevity, and it really does look beautiful. It's a work that really speaks to that divine light that Emily Carr was so good at producing. And we'll just take a little stroll around the gallery to take in some of the names and the works. For example, we do have several examples of Tony Onley's work, some watercolors, but also a very impressive, really museum quality oil painting that you see there at the back. And that one is called White Cloud, Golden Ears Peak. And just a beautiful piece, and that work was actually in Tony Onley's dining room. So it was a piece that was, a great favorite of the artist. So we're delighted to have it in the gallery. And as we travel through, we're looking at some Gary Aylward. Of course, Aylward, known for his very dynamic paintings and build-up of paint, the impasto on the canvas. And these two works are from the Tofino series, and you can almost hear those waves crashing there, can't you, as you look at those and the lovely reflective light in them. And some more Tony Onley, also of course W.J. Phillips, Canada's master printmaker, woodcut printmaker, and some lovely examples throughout the gallery of his work. And as we come across here, we're looking at David Thauberger, a very quirky sort of look at Canada there, very flat, very dynamic paintings. And Nathan Birch, who is now studying here in Victoria, and his beautiful and serene panels of local, mainly water views. Joe Norris, again, the sort of folk art look at the country. And as we come around here, we're looking at some work by Terry Fenton, who is now living in Victoria. Of course, Terry from the prairies, so much of his work is prairie scenes, but he has more recently been doing paintings of Victoria, and in particular, the harbors here in Oak Bay. And Doug Fraser, Doug Fraser was formerly a graphic designer who has many magazine covers, including Time Magazine, Rolling Stone, etc., to his credit, and he now is painting. And of course, this is a view in Duncan. Just the sign is left of a Chinese restaurant that many people remember eating at, but lovely, very realistic views. Another Doug Fraser across the room here of the transport truck. And as we come around, we have a Terence Johnson here, another Thauberger, Jack Shadbolt, more Onley, and then we've got just a spectacular example of W.J. Phillips' work. This is a very well-known piece for the artist called Summer Idol. It's a beautiful example of the piece. It was a piece that he created twice, because the first time he did it, he was disappointed, tore it up, started again with 12 or 13 wood blocks, and created what can only be described as perfection. And we have another Thauberger landscape, and we can wind back to the front of the gallery here with a lesser known artist, Donna Winchester, somebody who works in Regina mainly as a ceramicist, but also creates these incredibly impastoed landscapes. And we just love this one almost as a signature piece for the exhibition, which shows the country from the sky. How about that? We're not sure exactly where that is, but it does lead one into the exhibition.